So if it turns out like garbage, like everything that I do, it'll be okay. I know that you're probably expecting a Himalayan video to go off-road and out in the middle of nowhere, but I don't have that today, and it's only 39 degrees, I think. Okay, today we're riding the 2020 Royal Enfield Himalayan. It is a 411 single. It has 5 speeds and is an on-road, off-road bike. There are differences between the 2020 and the 2021. I might do a video comparing them. But this bike is just fun to ride. You sit like in it more than on it, which is nice for shorter people. It's not a bike that you're gonna wanna go, 70 plus miles an hour on the freeway, but it is a fun bike to ride. But one of the things that I like about this bike is that I can put my feet down, which I think is really important with a bike that is a little bit more top heavy. I feel like the other adventure type bikes that I've ever sat on are just too tall for me. Like, I would not feel comfortable being only able to put down like 1 foot versus, this one, I can put my feet down it rather than tiptoeing on only one side. I've sat on a couple of dirt bikes that are, really high up, and I wouldn't feel comfortable coming to a stop. And I get that it comes with the how comfortable are you as a rider in general, but I like that this is like a journey bike. This is a bike that can get you where you're going and enjoy the ride, and it's not just going on the freeway the whole time. But I mean, right now I'm going 55 miles an hour. It's perfectly capable. Am I gonna be able to overtake someone on the freeway? Probably not. But like I said, this bike really isn't for that. It's not something that you would want to, deadhead to someplace. It's where you're taking, a back road trail type ride. One of the people I like on YouTube that rides or did ride a Himalayan is Noralee Itchy Boots. Quite an inspiration. I actually saw her YouTube before we ever became a dealer, so it was fun to see someone like really testing these bikes on such a long trip and in a lot of different conditions and with gas that's not great. There's a lot of people who complain about this bike for horsepower or whatever, and what you'll find about me is that I'm not a fast rider. I don't want to be a fast rider. What I like to say about this bike is it does what it's meant to do really well. I mean, you can take corners, you can get up to pretty good speed. I mean, you can also watch Dylan's In the Loop video and see kind of more of the specifications he talks about. He actually takes this same route for that In the Loop video. But I just wanted to give my perspective of someone who's maybe a little bit more of a hesitant rider. My name is Road Worrier, and it is spelled right. Worrier. I worry about a lot of things. So the fact that this bike is not too tall for me, it shifts really well. I mean, it is a single, but it shifts really well. It has enough power to do what I want to do with it, which would be, not go mountain motocross riding and not go on the freeway to deadhead to a place, which is what my other bike is for. But if you're looking for a bike that's good in the city, it's also a good city commuter type bike. If you just want like a smaller single bike that you could put panniers on and bring your gear to work if you're not working from home and that sort of thing. So I think this is a great all-around bike. I'd love to do some camping trips with it. It's a good bike to pack on. You can ride it to your destination and then ride it when you're there. So it's a great all-around bike. I know a couple of people who ride this bike just as their daily commuter bike. It has, the modern technology. It is fuel injected. It's a little bit cold-blooded, but you can get over that with the little assist here. It can do a lot of things that other bikes can't do, and you can, if you needed to, take this bike on the freeway. So it's got a lot of great things going for it. I would probably want to post another video after I've been able to take this on a longer trip. Now I've gotten used to my self-canceling turn signals that are on my Harley. So yeah, this seating position is very upright. Your feet are 100% just below you. Okay, so there's a definite whistling because I can't close the visor all the way on my helmet right now. But our little destination today is the old Cooper Stadium. Cooper Stadium versus the old Clipper Stadium. It was called Cooper Stadium. But I hope you can see on the camera. Let me see where I'm pointing. That is Cooper Stadium, which was the stadium for the Clippers. And we're gonna go ride in the infield over there, but I'm trying to go literally right in the middle here. Okay. So the infield of this, I've actually already ridden through here before, but all of the GoPro footage is gone, so that's 1 point away from GoPro. So I've shot this bike a lot, so I'm not going to take too many photos. Oh, but that's nice light. Love it. Get the nice sky in the outfield to kind of show what this bike can do. So this bike's tagline is all roads, no roads, or no roads, all roads. I'm not really sure which direction that saying goes in. Oh no, man down. This is actually my first real like off-road. I guess I could have just done circles riding this bike in the infield of old Cooper Stadium. This is definitely something I would not be doing with my Harley, for sure. I assume that I'm approaching, oh, maybe this, I don't know much about baseball, but I thought maybe that would be home. But as you can see, there are tons of seats still up there, and I don't know where I am in the basis of the, literally basis, but we're just gonna park right here. I didn't think about how taking a photo would be with gloves on, but I have to take at least one of these gloves off to get my phone out to take a photo. And honestly, I was worried that it would be really cold. It's actually not as cold as I thought it would be, but we're just gonna take this photo because the sun is actually kind of nice. I'm gonna struggle with these gloves. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. So if you are like a really big off-road person, I'm doing my off-road test on the infield of the Cooper Stadium, if that tells you how proficient I am at riding off-road. I have never taken this for real off-road, but I do feel like it does pretty well in this urban area. There are some pretty big dips. I'm not sure, I mean, obviously the GoPro is going to smooth it out, but we're definitely going over some pretty hefty pits. I know there's some gophers that live over here, so I'm gonna try. Oh, that's my first time standing up. Now, the disclaimer here is that I am by no means an off-road rider. I am a street rider through and through so far. But right here, like, it's a bit, you know, a little gravelly, a little bit off-road here. And this is definitely like off-road in the city for sure. But I mean, this gravel would be very difficult to handle on a lot of other bikes, but we're doing it just fine. It's not a whole lot of, you know, showing you off-road, but it's something. And I'd love to get more into off-road riding. I actually watched Nora Lee do a video on doing the trials, which I think looks so fun. I really want to do that. But I also I feel like I should get some off-road riding experience, but here's just some kind of crappy parking lot that I consider to be off-road, just enough to show you that this bike is great. It can handle great. If you're looking to do gravel, like, I'm not comfortable riding on gravel on my cruiser, on my Harley Davidson, and you can see kind of more of the ground. Like, this bike handles this with no problem. But the sun's setting all nice, it looks all theatrical, and it kind of looks like we're out in the middle of nowhere. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what this bike could do. I'd love to do, like I said before, a camping video with this bike to like really show its capabilities. I mean, I've been on camping trips where my car had a hard time with the gravel because they just don't want to have to pave the roads or something, but a little urban exploration, handles it no problem. See? Thanks for joining me. I'm Road Warrior Moto, and this has been a 2020 Himalayan video. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll take this camping soon, because that would be awesome.